Howdy, this is Mackenzie Franklin from SideGame LLC here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Today we're going to be continuing our adventure in Spires and Hildegard. This is Chapter 2 of the adventure, and for links to any of the other videos in this series, please take a look in the description of the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please make sure that you do. It is the best way to help us grow, and for those of you already subscribed, thank you so much for the continuous support. Let's continue the story in Chapter 2 of Spires and Hildegard. Last time in our story, we'd collected several items here, in addition to Vogg's gift. This is a will of sorts that showed his inheritance was somewhere in these mountains, in the Pointy Peaks. So we'll continue our adventure from card 104. Let's see what it says. Jingle bells. The trail follows a creek up into the mountains. From here you can see the break line. A fresh coat of snow speckles the Pointy Peaks. It's a magnificent sight. You hear ringing. A seasoned gentleman with bells tied onto him from head to toe is coming your way. With way too much enthusiasm, he scurries towards you, arms raised. Oh my, I've got just the thing for you. Pull card 196 then. So let's find out what 196 is. Wild game. While you're out in the wilderness, it pays to keep your eyes open for wild game. Pull and shuffle cards 197, place them in a separate stack face down. This is the wild game deck. Pull a card from this deck whenever you encounter the symbol above. The wild game deck is only used in Chapter 2. Good luck and happy hunting. Now, we actually have one of the promos for the game, so in addition to the original 4 cards, we're also going to be shuffling the 388 cards into the deck, so our deck is a total of 8 cards here. So we'll shuffle that up, and that's going to be our wild game deck. Let's go ahead and put it here for right now. Yeah, that should work just fine. All right, and then we continue on with Jingle Bells. I have a touch of leprosy. Be gone, or let me guess, a bell. I'm a snarky child, remember, so let's go with, I have a touch of leprosy. Begone! 106. Let's see what's up next. 106 reads, The Leper. Oh my goodness. There's that wild hunt symbol, so let's quickly pause and go for our wild game hunt. We've got a card here, the slot box. It's a 3 bullseyes required, 3 accuracy, 3 sets. An odd-looking box is sinking in the mud. Maybe you can fish it out before it's gone. Clumsy. If a blank or a half circle remains at the end of a completed set, lose a gold. My money. Okay, and if successful, pull card 393. Otherwise, put it back in the wild game deck and reshuffle it. Interesting. So we've got our 3 shot dice here, and we are trying to get 3 total bullseyes. Let's do it. Ooh, excellent. We're going to grab both of those. Honestly, I think I'm just going to keep all 3 of these. We can't really get much better than that. And then we'll roll our wild shot dice and pray for that extra bullseye. Unfortunately, no, but that is 1 success, and we'll track that here. Here's our second set out of 3. Okay, there is a middle. We can use that to our advantage. And then we'll hopefully get a dot. Okay, we got to keep one of those circles. And then pray that we get a dot. Okay, triple circle. That's not going to do anything. Well, maybe we'll get a reroll on this. Not enough. Okay, this is our last shot here. We got 3. Ooh, perfect. There's a double bullseye. And we'll hold on to the single dot. And now we really are just praying for that bullseye. Oh, we whiffed. So 2 is not enough. Unfortunately, we only have one of those marks of virtue, I think is what they're called. Or I don't even remember what they're called. It's the extra bonuses. These little orange things over here that you can use. Okay, we can, with 1, add a shot die, re-roll a wild shot die. Ooh, that might be worth it. Let's do it. We'll spend it, because this seems like a pretty cool item. So we'll roll it, and hopefully we get a bullseye. Oh, we did it! That's the bullseye. So we've got it here. It says, if successful, pull card 393. Ooh, so this is one of those fancy promo ones. So we'll go back into the back of the deck here. And if you are unaware, we are definitely doing spoilers in this video. So here we are, Chapter 393, The Great Outdoors. Rattler. You get a grip of the odd-looking box before it disappears into the mud. Something is rattling inside, but you have no idea how you would get to it. There does not appear to be any way of opening it up. However, a slot on one side is large enough to put a coin through. Place the slot box, this card, in your inventory. Discard the slot box wild game card. Do not return it to the wild game deck. Return to your current story card in Chapter 2 prior to the slot box wild game card. Anytime you wish, you may insert 5 gold into the slot box and gain 1 feat of marksmanship. Any gold spent in the slot box is gone. Interesting. This is a really powerful item, but $5 is a lot. This could be key later on in the game, though. I'm going to put it onto this side next to our will as sort of our secondary item set, so that way we don't just have one giant chain of items here. Okay, so it looks like we figured it out, and we'll remove the slot box from the game. But seems like a pretty cool item, and I think that will definitely be really useful later on. So now we'll move on and continue with the leper that we've claimed.
Nobody has had that in ages. Where are you from, girl?
He takes a step back, careful to keep his distance. Just down the hill, Grey Oaks, you reply.
Didn't realize the Oaks was plagued with such hardships. Oh, though it does board its fair share of death and disease. That's why I've taken to the wilderness with the wolves and bears. You needn't worry about them, though. They can smell the sick. You won't be bothered.
He reminds you of a giant wind chime as he walks off. Once the chorus of bells begins to fade, you can hear the rush of a stream. Stay on the trail or go to the stream. Let's stay on the trail. It's nice that we can hear it, but I'm going to be a little bit basic on this one. 111. Okay, next card. 111. Here we are. 111. Whistle Woman. Ooh, another wild game. On the trail, we find a Calgreyhound. Accuracy 3, 3 sets, and we need 4 bullseyes. If we get 5, though, we can get an extra bullseye. It's really hard to hit this one. We'll get a Calgreyhound pelt, though. This seems pretty awesome if we can do it. I highly doubt, though, this is a pretty hard task. So let's go ahead and do it. We got 3 accuracy, and we need 3 sets to do so. And we can only hit it with dots and centers. I don't think this is going to happen. Our skills are not strong enough. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, not enough. Let's roll our wild shot die, and that's a total whiff. That's one of our sets. Second set. Ooh, dots. Let's get that circle. Nope. And last but not least, and that's another whiff. Come on, wild shots. Another total miss. Okay, I think it's physically impossible to do this. We'll grab that. And then we need a ring. Okay, we got 1 bullseye, and so 1 total bullseye. That's a failure, so that's going to go on the bottom of our deck here. Unfortunate. But let's continue with the Whistle Woman. Once the man is out of sight, you hear another voice from around the bend. I gotta figure out a new voice for this woman.
He tried to sell you a bell?
Asks a woman with long silver hair and sun-weathered skin. Yes, why? You question suspiciously.
He hustled you into buying a ringer? If not, you're still gonna need something to scare off critters.
How much for the whistle? Go to the stream, stay on the trail. Okay, seems like maybe I should. But my behavior from the last chapter, I don't really like talking to old women, so I'm going to totally ignore her again. The inner Mackenzie is definitely thinking if multiple people are discussing the need and necessity of a bell, probably should get a bell, but I'm going to be a really rude child here. So let's go to the stream or stay on the trail. I'm going to stay on my path, go 123, stay on the trail. We continue on the trail, and this is going to take us to Troubled Waters. Ooh, another hunt. Let's see what we find. This one is a golden pheasant. Oh my goodness, I love these. Saw a lot of these in Hawaii, actually. Accuracy 3, sets 1. Only get 1 chance to get 2 targets. I can use everything but the half bullseye. If successful, place it in your inventory. Otherwise, put it back in the wild game deck and reshuffle. If acquired, you may eat the pheasant egg and gain 1 feat of marksmanship. If you do, discard it. Huh. I think it's probably better to hold on. Yeah, we'll hold on to it if we get it. That's being very assumptive if we actually get it. Okay, we got the dot. Heck yes, that's halfway there. And let's get a half circle. Oh, I didn't mean half circle. I meant full circle. A half circle. Oh, no. All right, unfortunately, we totally whiffed. Oh, we got the bullseye here. No, we're so close. Unfortunate. So we fail, and I'm not going to pay my $5 to reroll for the pheasant egg, so that's going to go back into the deck. Unfortunate. But that brings us now to Troubled Waters. You reach Peak Falls and come to an impasse. Heavy rainfall has wreaked havoc on the area. A stream that's now a river blocks your path, and the bridge once here has been swept away. Downstream, you can see shards of the structure jutting out of the water. You're glad this delivery wasn't assigned to you last week during the storm. There's a wall of rock to your left, a cliff to your right, and the treacherous river in the middle. Oh, yes, I have Mildred. Oh, let's go. This option's available. Ride through the river. Heck yes, I'll ride through the river with Mildred. 138. That's amazing. Oh, I love it when you get companions, like horses and whatnot in games. It's something I really enjoy. I just really enjoy that. Okay, here we go. Mildred sacrifice. Oh my god, no. Mildred trots out bravely into the river. You inhale sharply as the cold water splashes your thighs. Just before Mildred can reach the other side, she loses her footing. Falling forward, you've catapulted off the mule, landing on the river's edge. You watch in horror as Mildred is pulled under the rapids and carried over the falls. Discard Mildred the mule. This is the worst. I can't believe this. Goodbye, friend. This is the worst. Oh my gosh. Goodbye, friend. Well, that was really short-lived. I really liked Mildred. Maybe we'll find a wild game that can help fill this void in our soul. It's the Calgreyhound again. Let's see if we can live the dream. 3 accuracy, 3 sets, only the circle and the center. There's a center. Let's get that full circle. Nope. And full circle. Total whiff. Next one. Oh, I guess we'll do Wild Hunt, just in case. Miss. Try again. Ooh, there's a bunch of middle circles. So we'll take one of those, and we're just looking for a single. Nope, and a single. Unfortunate. Try to get the Wild Hunt. Miss. Wow, this Great Eye does not like me. And then our last one, we do have it, but it's not going to be enough. Impossible. Yep, just a single success. So he is back into the deck and gets reshuffled again. Well, that moves us on to the campgrounds. We did not use the grappling rope, so we ignore that portion of the card, but we'll do the rest of the card here. With the river at your back, you continue the climb until your legs give out. Time to rest. To your left is an open meadow edged with wild berry bushes. On your right, there are signs of game. You spot rabbit tracks and scat from something else you can't identify. Ooh, I'm going to... Oh, these both seem pretty bad, because if you're in the glade, you're by berries, which can attract bears. It seems bad. If you're near the tracks, this could potentially be the animal is there. Oh my gosh. Spot rabbit tracks and scat from something you can't identify. I'm going to go with the critter tracks. But maybe I could get some berries. I'm not so good at hunting. I'll take my chances with the bear and the berries. Let's do it. Camp in the Glade, 151. I'm terrified. I can only see this going poorly. Oh my goodness, I still can't believe this happened. Thank the berries. A cold breeze pricks at your ears and cheeks as you attempt to start a fire. You rub your hands together, then stoop over and blow on the kindling. A flame leaps and the fire catches hold. The smell of burnt hickory wafts up to your nose. There's nothing like the primal comfort of a campfire. As you sit down to get comfortable, a berry bush in front of you shakes, and twigs begin to snap. I don't have a bell or a whistle, so I got nothing. What now? 154 and 156. I should have known. 154 and 156. Lovely. Okay, so we got our first and big encounter for this one. A gray grizzly bear and myself, Hildegard. Lovely. So he's going to be able to get some pretty easy hits at the beginning here, but that gives us some time to protect in the middle. He gives 2 feats of marksmanship at the end here with 7 successes required. And I've got 3 and he's got 3. I'm looking for black targets and, black bullseyes, half bullseyes, and circles and dots. So we'll know how much I roll those. So let's try our best. Oh, we've got a center. Let's go. Let's get the middle portion. Oh, things are looking pretty good. Oh, a bullseye. And we're doing it. Okay, we lose the dot. That's fine, because we have our 2 bullseyes here. That's going to be 1 damage on the Gray Grizzly. But now the Gray Grizzly hits. He's trying to go for a half a bullseye. He misses. Amazing. So he'll take the... it doesn't matter, because he can't reach that far anyway. Another miss. What is this? And lastly, wow, total whiff by the Grizzly. All right, back to us. We are looking for the center here. Perfect. And then black or full circle. Heck yes. And lastly is a half. That's fine. Now we roll the wild shot. And that's 2 bullseyes. Awesome. That's 3 out of 7. We're doing pretty dang good. And then we're getting whacked by the Grizzly. Miss. Wow. Another pretty crazy turn of events here. He's got his first hit. So that is going he's going to take. And he's looking for a black. Total miss. But he will deal 1 damage to us. So he's got that black one there. So now he's looking for just a black bullseye. Back to us. We've got our center. We're looking for the dot or the black bullseyes. Take the center. And lastly, a miss, unfortunately. Let's see our wild shot. Woohoo! That's 4 out of 7. Back to him. He's looking for black. Ooh. Oh, that's really bad. He got all 3. So that's going to deal 3 damage to us. Oh my goodness. Do we die here? Do we die because we're a stubborn child? I mean, that would be poetic justice, but very unfortunate. First, our mule. This is what we get for killing the mule. I'm just going to put that out there. Our mule never deserved to die. Mildred was such a good soul, and I still can't believe this happened. Wow, we got wrecked. Okay, so we're looking for a dot here, just in general, so that hopefully we don't get mauled by this bear. There's a center, so let's get double dot. Live the dream. Nope, there's a half, and... Oh, I can't even use that. Oh, I should have grabbed the other one. Okay, but unfortunately, that's still a total miss. So let's roll our big one. That's another hit on our Gray Grizzly. He's only got 2 health left. Can we survive? He's trying to go for a dot, a circle, and then a half a target. Okay, he's going to keep the half a target just in case he's lucky. There's the circle. If he gets a dot, we die. Oh my goodness, barely alive. Well, if I can't roll one, neither can the Grizzly Bear. Next round, we're going for 3. Ooh, nice. That's a hit. I think. Let's try to get that dot. Miss. Okay. And then we'll roll our feet. That's a 2, and that's enough. That is 7 damage, enough to kill our Great Grizzly friend. So Grizzly is out, and we win. We go to 162. Heck yes. Whew. That was pretty terrifying. Not going to lie. Did not think we were going to do well there. We have reached the point. Wounded, the beast howls and falls back. You race up the steep path to a clearing with a giant oak tree at its center. Confident you're no longer being hunted, you stop to catch your breath. What is this place? Huh. Okay. All right. So I'm quickly rereading Vogg's gift. He says, "It's unfortunate for me, but fortunate for you that I stumbled into incurable misfortune. During my pursuits here in the hills, I contracted crow fever." Okay, blah, blah, blah. "On the path through the Pointy Peaks, you'll come across the Oak of Elders. I've hung it there. Please be respectful to the others. This is the precious family heirloom." Huh. Okay. So it looks like we have this. I assume this is going to be the Oak of the Elders. Hopefully we find some good stuff in it. We're looking at 164. 164. Okay, Pointy Peaks. Here we are. Point of interest. Okay, so this is something new that you haven't quite seen yet. I'll move the dice tray a little bit up at the top, and we'll move these characters out of the way. This is a point of interest. We're going to put the 14 cards into 3 groups numerically. So we take all of this gigantic stack of cards here, and we just sort them based on their bottom numbers. So we have 165 to 169. That's our first point of interest. That's one of the locations that we can explore, basically. Put it on the bottom there for you. And then 170 to 174 is our second location. And lastly, we have 175 to 178, which is our last location. So that's those are the different points of interest that we can interact with. These groups represent 3 locations. Reveal a card from any location deck. You can move to a new one at any time, or go back and continue from the latest card revealed in any location. Once 6 cards are revealed, though, and completed, you must discard all the location cards and go to 179. So we have a hard time limit of 6 cards. So I'll use these little black markers to track those. I'll just put them, let's put them on top of the wild game deck here. Maybe we'll actually dive into that, so who knows. I'll put them up on the top here. So if we get one, we only have 6 chances to maybe find this heirloom. Let's see. I'm not really sure which one to go for, so we'll do, if it's, that's a terrible way to do this. I'm just going to go to the middle. So we'll go to the middle, and we'll see what it is. The tree. At the center of the clearing is a towering oak tree. Its thick, twisted branches adorn the sky in a complex weave that must have taken centuries. From these branches hang hundreds of red and black bags, adorned with trinkets rustling together like wind chimes. You welcome their song on an otherwise cold and silent mountaintop. Perfect. I think this is kind of what we're looking for. Let's investigate the tree. 171. Next one, new arrivals. As you move closer, you notice 2 bags front and center, unlike the rest. One black, one red. They're noticeably unweathered, with candles affixed and burning. New arrivals, perhaps? At the base of the tree is a stone shrine. Okay, which one do we go for? The black bag or the red bag? So let's look at these bags here. You can see that nicely. Okay, in the red... Oh, it looks like there's some crows on the black one. So I think that's what we're going to go for, because I think that is the, what was his name? Vogg. I think that's Vogg's stuff. So let's go for the black bag and shoot it down. So that's 172. What's our next card? The black bag. Oh, we have a challenge. It's only halves and a dot. We got 3 accuracy and 2 sets. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can do this one. 3 accuracy, 2 sets. We can only use the halves and a dot. So we almost have to do a perfect shot here. There's one of our halves. Awesome. Let's get a dot and another half. Live the dream. Oh, come on. What? Yeah! Okay, this is terrifying because we could roll the wild shot, but if we get a miss, if we get one of these, we'll lose our bullseye. I don't think it's worth it, so I'm going to hold on to this where it's at and just take the success. That's terrifying. So now we have one more chance to do this. Oh my gosh, I don't think we can do it perfectly again. Oh my gosh, maybe we can. Oh, one more half. Oh my gosh, yeah, so good. So we did it. We did it. So if you are successful, place the black bag in your inventory. You are hesitant to open it just yet. Later. Awesome. So we can go for the red bag too, but our Vox gift said not to mess with the others, so we are a terrible child. But it is disease, and maybe children are afraid of diseases. So we're going to heed the warning and not mess with the disease. So we'll put the black bag in our inventory, and then we'll go to another card. So that was 3 cards that we've gone through, so we only have 3 more things that we can explore. I'm going to go to the left side here, and let's go into this next tree. Chapter 2, The Remains. Strewn across the ground is a skeleton partly covered in snow. Clutched in its hand is a small black leather bag. Oh my goodness, maybe that's what it is. Investigate the bag, the skeleton. Oh, this also has crows on it. Okay, maybe it's worth... Let's look at the... I don't know if we have enough time for both of these. Let's look at the bag. I don't think... Maybe we'd be a little creeped out by the skeleton. So let's look at the bag. Oh, that's not the bag. Oh, it is the bag. Dust to dust. You pry the bag out of its brittle bone fingers, and as it snaps free, a cloud of gray dust bursts out, then quickly dissipates. There's nothing else inside. Investigate the skeleton if you haven't, or go to another location. We're in deep now. Let's investigate the skeleton. 167. The skeleton. You rummage around the skeleton. What's left has decomposed and been picked bare. There is little of interest except for something red sticking out from under its chest. So this is our 6th card. Do we flip the skeleton over? Oh yeah, we do. 168. We're committed now. 168 it is. Earth and snow. It takes some doing, but you eventually pry the ribcage out of the frozen earth and roll the skeleton over. You find red tatters of cloth and various objects half buried in the snow. Investigate the unearthed object or investigate the black bag. Unfortunately, that is our 6th card. So that's it. That's all we can do, which is very unfortunate. We didn't get to see everything. But that's where the next adventure we play this will come in. Your investigation is interrupted by a low rumble from above. You gasp in disbelief. Racing down the mountainside is a massive avalanche of snow, timber, and rock. You're forced to the cliff's edge near the human-sized basket dangling over the precipice. In the basket, there's nothing but a single wooden peg with a handle. You leap in and pull out the peg. Did you monkey around the plank lever? I touched nothing. 181. So this is exactly what's happening. It looks like we're in this contraption here, and we have touched nothing. So we pull out the plug and the flight north. You grab a hold as the basket drops down. The wind thrusts you into a violent spin. Then the umbrella portion of the device flings open with a firm snap. To your amazement, the device stabilizes and smooths out. You sail north through the sky, past most of Crow Falls, into a sparsely forested area. The basket lands clumsily in the brush and rests on its side. It'll make a fine shelter. There's no telling what evil may lurk outside. You curl up and get some sleep. You sleep. And card 202 marks the end of Chapter 2. Next time we'll continue our adventure in Crow Falls for Chapter 3. But that wraps up our playthrough of Chapter 2 of Spires and Hildegard. What did you think of the playthrough? What do you think of all the things that we found? That mysterious slot box, the package, the black bag, potentially from Vogg's will? We have no idea as of now, but I'm curious to see where our adventure takes us. Thank you so much for watching. Side Game Strong.